Just we here back to a new Milo Murphy's Law video, and we are back with the next episode, 2 episodes of season 1 of Milo Murphy's Law. And yeah, we are now going to be doing the 2 episodes on pairs, unless if they're specials, then or one episodes. So yeah, the reason why I didn't do it before was because, which actually to be honest, I actually don't know why I didn't do the first 2 episodes in a pair or in one review. I'm not too sure exactly. But yeah, this time we are now beginning it. And yeah, this is first episode isn't on this one is really good. And yeah, it starts with this football team and the cheerleaders and this guy in a costume. Which, yeah, he slips out of the costume, this gecko costume, which, yeah, is the name of this football team. And, yeah, everybody, I can't not remember this kid's name, but he's like, oh, hello, Milo, and just backs away. Like, everybody's just trying to back away from Milo. And the coach is so negative, I would say. Like, he's saying that they know that they're not going to win. Like, that is not very supportive for your team. And, yeah, saying this band, which Milo ends up causing everybody to slide off and crush the band. And yeah, Zach is wondering if Milo's going to be coming to the game, and he said that he's never been to a game. And yeah, we just see when they were playing cards that Melissa got taken by this ape, monkey, whatever. Like, yeah, gorilla, whatever, while they were playing cards. And yeah, one of the players is telling about Milo being able to come because of how they know that they're not going to be able to win. And yeah, it ends up him just rolling down into this trash can or this dumpster and ending up in the water. And Melissa is wondering if Milo is going to wanting to go to this shop instead, this factory shop instead. But of course he's going to be going anyway. And yeah, ends up destroying this record radio. And yeah, telling his dog that he can't come. And yeah, we see the Tigers getting all ready. Tigers team. And the Geckos even just trying to get out of when breaking through what but football teams normally do. And they have to use scissors to cut their way through. And yeah, the Gecko guy ends up getting out of the costume again. And yeah, we see this lady that comes and is like, oh, Milo, wasn't expecting to see you here. It's like everybody doesn't want Milo to be around because something is always going to happen, which you have to feel bad for. I'm starting to get that kind of suspicion that that's going to be a trend, or that's going to be, the main thing of this show. And yeah, everybody's just having shields, protection, like the band is just having protection when saying hey to Milo. And everybody's just backing away. Yeah, when Melissa and Milo are taking their seats, everybody's just scooting away from Milo. And yeah, OG is back there and saying that they gotta go home. And yeah, we just say that it's not going so well of what it seems right now. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like it's going so well, like for the geckos. And then we see all these different foods that is being served. And yeah, the whole football goal getting set on fire. And yeah, the Tigers are winning 42 and the Geckos is 0. And yeah, it all changes when Milo is starting to cheer for the Tigers instead. And yeah, different things are starting to happen like the geckos are actually being able to get the ball and actually score. So they have Melissa's got an idea with Milo getting the merch for the Tigers. And yeah, we get the song as well, which is a pretty good one. While Milo is just cheering for the Tigers, the geckos are actually scoring. Yeah, like they're actually able to get some scores while all these different things happen, which is pretty funny, I would say. He cheers for the opposite team, and his team is actually winning. Like, yeah. And then after that song, they all have, but there are only 2 points ahead, or 2 points needing to be ahead. And the coach is actually surprised how they're actually winning this time. And yeah, the football manages to hit one of the lights. It causes this brightness to happen. Go down to the subway, cause this giant drill machine to go on, and go into the football field and cause this ringing to happen with one of the football players hitting his head on the goal. And then we see the ball reaching, and it tilts, and yep, it's a touchdown. And Geckos managed to win. And everybody's cheering for Milo. Which, yeah, they end up making him hit his head. And they end up falling down this pit, too. Which, yeah, he ends up in the hospital. And Carlson, keep clear. Yeah, they put Carlson tape around Milo. Like, wow. Well, I guess I can understand because, he can be clumsy. And, yeah, the football team and the cheerleaders are there and giving him the goal, or the winning football, and he ends up saying OG there again, which, yeah, he's in the hospital. He ended up there, too. Like, yeah, a really good episode I enjoyed. And then we go to the next one, which I remember saying this on Hey Arnold, this whole concept of this episode. Which, yeah, we see Zach, Milo, and Melissa in the science are in their class, and this teacher is weird. I'm just gonna say. She's just talking about her desk. Yeah, everybody is just looking at her all weird, and she's even just laying her head on her desk like, okay, lady. And yeah, they start to do this egg project. Yup, an egg project. A team of three, or a team in general, would have to work together to make sure this egg doesn't break. And yep, I remember saying this type of episode on Hey Arnold. And yeah, everybody is just being a coward and just not wanting to join up with, of course, or even Melissa even says something about them. And yeah, we see Zach bringing the eggs, which, of course, Milo crushes some of the batch. And then Melissa brings all these different eggs, which, yeah, the door ends up crushing the other parts of eggs. And yeah, they do these different experiments that we see with the egg, because they have to present something after all these different fails that we see. They're having to present something like this device to make the egg not being able to break for their class. And yeah, everything just ends up going bad. And they think after all their different failures here, which yeah, the whole board ends up crashing too. And 22 hours and that many eggs later, they end up with this machine, which, yeah, it ends up onto the ground, and yeah, it's actually clear, which, yeah, nearly getting crushed by a piece of wood or a plank. Zach tells Milo to stay up there while they get the egg, and yeah, all the empty cartons, and telling Melissa to just freeze it. And yeah, we see Milo's dad just coming through and ending up falling, which I can kind of say where Milo gets his clumsiness from. And yeah, Zach wakes up and he realizes that the whole thing is broken. But no, he wakes up and it was just a dream. And then Melissa wakes up and she finds a tree broke the egg. in the cooler. But no, she wakes up and it was just fine. And then Milo wakes up and he's like, huh, something's odd. And then he wakes up and then apparently the tree actually is there. Like there's actually a tree in his room. And yeah, of course Melissa and Zach have to get the egg to class after all these different antics here that is happening. And they end up getting there, and of course Milo's there. And they tell Milo to go stand in the corner just so nothing will happen to the egg. And yeah, they get the egg out, and Milo ends up causing this giant brain to end up bouncing, and they end up crushing the egg. But Milo remembers he had an egg in his pocket. And yeah, they're ready to present the experiments. And yeah, Milo is checking on, and Zach is checking on the checklist. And yeah, we see that have heard they're having debate, and everybody's hiding under the tables for because it's Milo. And yeah, they're getting ready to drop it, and of course this truck has to come and ruin it. And yeah, going through this baseball field, this football field, onto these mountains, into a polar bear enclosure, to this road, hitting these tall, what are those spinning things that you would see, onto a news helicopter. And then we see the news or the truck bringing all these different eggs, which yeah caused this explosion and splat all the other eggs. And yeah, the egg that they had managed to survive and not be even a crack, which of course they win. And yeah, get an A, which then Milo's dog manages to eat the egg. Yeah, but yeah, really good episodes here. I did enjoy. Yeah, I like the real thing. Let me know if you guys explode. Good to next one.